Hey everybody, Lonnie Hogan here, internet marketer and active member of the Empower Network. I want to welcome you to I guess it's my 6th or 7th blog post that I've been doing since I've gotten involved with Empower Network. And in today's conversation, I'm kind of excited about it. I have a concept that I want to share with you that made a really big difference for me when I first started getting into sales and marketing and in how to be really good and effective at making business happen with other people. The thing I want to talk to you about is a concept called rapport. Okay? Now, rapport is a really, really interesting word to me. When I got in business, I used to work for a famous business strategy expert. Okay, this guy was one of the think tanks behind the Berkshire Hathaway empire. He wrote a New York Times best-selling book, and had made hundreds of millions of dollars for many, many people, including himself. And he talked a lot about the utilization of rapport in building business relationships. Now, rapport, I want you to consider this. Okay, when we're considering what does rapport really mean to your business. First thing I want you to consider is that rapport is responsible for about 40% of whether or not any business is actually going to happen or not. You could have the perfect product. You could be talking to a totally qualified prospect. It might look logical and the value is there. They might have the desire to buy what you want them to buy. You may deal very effectively with their objections. You may be a really great closer. But if you don't have strong rapport with the individual, chances are this business transaction is not going to go down, at least not like you thought it would. Now, a lot of people think of rapport as being simply mutual likability. I like you, you like me, people do business with people they like. That's true, okay? I mean, that's certainly true, but that's a rather elementary viewpoint of what rapport actually is. For the purposes of what we're trying to accomplish here, I want you to consider that rapport is a little deeper than that, okay? Rapport is, the way I think of it, is this. Rapport is basically, it's a cocktail of these three specific things: likability, respect, and trust. Okay? People need to more than just like you. They need to like you, respect you, and trust you. Now, what I want you to really get is this. You can like a person and not respect them or trust them. I can remember one employee I had many years ago. I liked him a lot, but I didn't respect him. I didn't trust him, because I found out he was stealing from me, and I found out that he couldn't do anything by the time he said he would do it. He was extremely unreliable. I liked the guy, but I simply didn't trust the guy. I simply didn't respect the guy. Now, I've also had situations where I trusted and respected people with whom I didn't like. I can remember when I was in basic training in the Army, and I had drill sergeants. And for these people, I didn't like any of them. Okay, never would I have considered to invite one over to dinner or hang out with them in a bar. But I had a tremendous amount of both respect and trust for these individuals. They were highly trained. They were very skilled at what they did. They had done everything that they were having us do. And it was very obvious and very clear that they had gone through what they were having us go through in terms of challenges and skill development. Now, what I want to take a moment to do is talk to you about what I really like and trust and respect about the Empower Network. Okay, so Empower Network is the organization that I've recently become a part of to begin online blogging and business building with individuals like you, and to supporting you and helping you to reach your financial goals as I'm reaching mine. Now, the first thing I really, really like and trust and respect about Empower Network is, hey, they do what they tell us to do. Okay, in a lot of multi-level marketing companies, have you ever noticed that the actual owners of the company, they don't build the business the same way that the distributors build the business? They started the company, they operate it from a completely different standpoint. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I am saying that they're not actually doing what they're telling you to do. Okay, so in this company, each and every day, Dave and Dave, they're blogging, they're marketing, they're doing things in the same exact marketing method, with the same business model that they're having us do too. And that's really important to me, because now I know I have something to emulate that I know that works. Now, the second big thing is they publish their actual income results, no exaggerated claims. How many times have you looked at a business opportunity or been exposed to a business opportunity where it just seemed like it was the best thing since sliced bread? The claims were incredible about how much money people were making and what it would take to actually make that kind of money yourself. And the realities were not that it was a scam or that they were exactly lying, but that they were just exaggerated claims, or what I call testimonials with omissions. Okay, where they tell you the good, but they don't tell you all the working parts of actually making that happen. In Empower Network, you don't get that. They're very straight, and they're very honest and authentic. They have that transparency in the organization where you can see exactly what everybody else is doing. That's a big deal to me. The third big thing is this. If you watch the videos, you're going to notice something really quickly, and that is they have a tremendous respect for you and your business and what you're already up to. Just about everybody getting involved with Empower Network is already an internet marketer, a multi-level marketer, a business professional of some sort with some sort of back-end product, service, company that you're a part of. And in no way, shape, or form is Empower Network trying to get in the way of your building that back-end company and doing so successfully. This is probably the biggest key thing for me that made Empower Network very attractive to me. Okay, I have a back-end company that I feel a certain allegiance to. I think they got a great company. I think the CEO is an extraordinary individual, and I know other people are making good money doing this, and I know that I can too, provided I get the lead generation and all of that put together. And so I use this as a tool to help me with that, but I don't use it as something to replace that. And this was really, really probably the biggest thing for me. Okay, so here's what I want to invite you to do. Okay, if you're considering a membership with Empower Network, I want to invite you to call me or text me, get in touch with me in some way, shape, or form. Here's my phone number. Okay, I mean that goes right to this cell phone right here. You can call me at any time. You can text me. You can see it's an iPhone. I get text messages all the time. You can email me if you're more comfortable with that. And the purpose for getting in touch is basically this. Let's just have a candid conversation. Okay, let's have a candid conversation about the possibility of doing business together. And we'll take a look. We'll see if there's a mutual fit. I operate exclusively from the stand that I'm not here to talk people into anything. I'm not here to persuade. I'm not here to exaggerate claims. I'm simply here to foster relationships, build rapport, and find those people with whom I'm meant to do business. And then to support you in doing the same thing. So give me a call, give me a text, shoot me an email. Let's get in touch and let's see if we can't create some great things for each other. And that's a blog. Cheers.